Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to take this brief moment of this very rainy Sunday here in my country. So I'm going to do this idea romantic partner that actually I finished that series on Friday, but a subscriber actually requested me to do this reading for Jung Haein, the actor, this snowdrop, and also something in the rain, and also he had participated also DP, so he is a very well-known actor. That's why when I say snowdrop, I feel like I'm just like minimizing all his other work, so I'm going to refer to him as actor. So she wanted me to do this reading and I thought it was a fun idea. Of course, from the beginning I want to take this moment to clarify that if this is this reading where you are hoping to find if I ship them with Jisoo, like I don't like shippings. I don't do reading on shippings. I try to use the tarot as a very realistic and practical way. So I don't read for ships. And at the same time, I think we should be respectful to his. This is why this reading is called Idea Romantic Partner. This reading is about him and his ideals, not someone else's energy. So let's, for those who are fan of him, welcome, and I hope that you enjoy this reading. So let's start with the cards that he got. He got the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the High Priestess in reverse, and then the Justice. And from the Oracle of Romantic Angels, he got a card of keep positive or keep a positive attitude about your love life. So it's really interesting actually, that card, that oracle card. I think it sums up pretty much the whole spread, because there's a sense of a bitterness here. Maybe this is actually talking to me about his previous relationships or experiences that he had in love. But let's talk a bit first about his astrological energies. He is an Aries with a moon in Virgo, and I believe that his Venus is in Taurus. So he does have a lot of earth elements, despite him being a very fiery Aries. Probably he is a bit on the reserved kind of Aries, not the crazy wild kind of Aries. You see how the earth elements always tone down Aries energy, which it's unbelievable because actually Aries people are they are very passionate, and they tend to have very outgoing personalities, and to always be very like blunt and honest, and somehow when they have like an earth moon, a Mercury that it's also on an earth sign, they tend to be more reserved or a bit more like calm. So I think this applies to his relationships as well. We start with the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords, it's a card that talks about you actually, when you went through a lot of drama and you don't like drama, and you somehow feel like life has put you in situations to have relationships with people that love drama. So you are a bit tired of that. You are a bit tired of being labeled as the bad guy of the relationship. Not the bad guy, but possibly, since he's a moon in Virgo, possibly he's not that emotional, or probably he's not that. He can be sweet, yes, he can be very loving, but probably he's not really good at expressing in words how he feels. So here the Seven of Swords, if you can see this image, actually you can because it's really small, but I'm going to describe it. is this lady that is sitting across a table, a round table, and there are seven swords placed on these tables, and they all seemed to be pointing at her. The swords are all like aligned in a clockwise seems, in a circle, and she is like looking like as if she was an outsider or an observer of all these. It seems like the swords are, like fighting each other, or they are pointing at each other. They are opposing each other. They are representing a discussion to be had. A discussion or an argument, something like that. So she's looking at it from outside. She's like, oh my God, like I don't want to have to do anything about this. I don't want anything to do with this. So it seems like he wants to, in his ideal romantic partner or relationship, the ideal scenario for him would be to stay away from having dramatic conversations, because it's like somehow he knows he's going to lose. So I don't know if in the past he had dated women or people that were very opinionated or were very stubborn, or that they were very like very strong character, that they took over the role in the relationship, and so he felt like he was an outsider in this relationship, where that the other part was the one that made the decisions, that talked about what they want and what they don't want, and he was like left aside. Like you are just an outsider, you are just an observer here. You don't take the shots here. So he felt a bit outside, and I think that he does this very, he takes this posture of a very patient person. So he doesn't argue, because I think he doesn't like to argue. I think he avoids conflict. There's something about him, like he really is not into arguing anymore at this time of his life and probably of his circumstances. So he wants to stay away from accusations, like demands, like, uncomfortable conversations. He doesn't want any of that in his ideal romantic partner. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles. So this is when I started to see that his earth elements, his Venus in Taurus especially, is asking for stability. I think he is the sort of person that he enjoys being in a relationship. Probably he had very stable relationships in the past. I don't know if maybe the fans know about his dating history, but I think he had always had like a special someone, because he seems like a guy that enjoys being in a relationship. Seems like he's really loyal actually. And right now he is like daydreaming or fantasizing about what he would like to finally find someone that he can build something with. Probably in the past he was more into relationships because of how fun they were, or the excitement of being in a passionate relationship and be devoted to someone. And now he's like, I'm thinking that it would be nice to have someone to start a family with. So probably right now he feels a bit more stable himself, when it comes to his um to what he has to give to the other person or the relationship, because he does feel very responsible. I don't think he wants to enter a relationship just to, to make the other person go through rough times. He wants a sort of a partner. He wants like someone that he can have a bit of a stability with. He wants someone that has the same mindset as him. Here in these cards, I don't see cards that talk about passion. So actually, I think that he's not interested in having an exciting romantic life, or someone probably, the ideal romantic partner would be someone of a very flashy or extrovert kind of show off personality. Probably he prefers someone very down to earth. This is why I have so many earth elements here. And he is like looking for a potential wife. Probably he's like looking for that. He's also like looking for someone that can bring a sense of stability in his life. I think that also he is very picky in relationships, in the sense that probably he likes older females, older than him. I sense that he wants maturity. Probably he is not very tolerant when it comes to silly people. And I don't want to be mean, but probably this is his moon in Virgo here, like representing himself, because I have the high priestess in reversed. So you know that the high priestess is a very feminine energy, and it's also about your inner world, and you being intuitive, and you being sensitive, and you being like this embodiment of femininity, but also of intuition, like the feminine wisdom. But here it's in reverse. So it means that probably he doesn't want a female that is a dreamer, or that it's, that has like complex mindset, in the sense that probably if he talk nonsense, at least what he considers nonsense, he would be like poor you, like a bit condescendent, and I know that this is not romantic actually, but I think that he wants someone that has like a logical mindset or a rational mindset, not someone that is very dreamy or fantasize a lot, or guides themselves through too much with their intuition. He wants someone stable, someone that keeps their word, someone very hardworking, someone very like also a bit stubborn, but in a good way. Probably he because I think that he is in a point of his life where he doesn't want to entertain any females. I think that he does entertain females' fantasies with his work, but when it comes to his real life, probably he's very realistic, and he's very down to earth, and he's a good companion because he's very loyal. He's very loyal, and he's very romantic, but at the same time, he doesn't have he doesn't have patience for stupid people, and I don't want to actually like say that um to put a label on a stupidity, but I think that if you ever known or came across a moon in Virgo people in your life, you know what I'm talking about. They have zero tolerances to people being obvious and people being like average. Probably they admire someone that is very intelligent, that has a mindset of their own, that is very um intellectual at the same time, someone that you can have a good conversation with. um so, and also he's an Aries, so I'm not actually shocked that he's very straightforward about what he doesn't like. um and because I don't know why, but I think that since he is part of the entertainment industry, probably he's showing me that he came across in his experiences with dealing with females, or possible, or probably having like a lot of females follow him around. Probably he was like, oh, she's really pretty, but she's so dumb. Something like this, like him actually like having encounters with females that look like really beautiful on the outside, but like their attitude or their personality was zero. They had no personality, or they had nothing interesting to say except that to sit and look pretty. And I think that this is why he goes after older females, or someone that is his age but has like a very old or traditional mindset. It's not about tradition, actually, because I don't think that he wants someone traditional. I think he wants someone that has experienced a lot in life, so someone that is wise, someone that is very, that knows what he wants and doesn't play silly games to conquer him, because probably he's not good at, he doesn't have the patience. This is what I want to say here, because it's actually really funny. I think that he cannot pretend, for example, if you say something like that is silly or something like that, his face goes blank, like in the sense that he doesn't disguise. You can see in his facial expressions wherever he likes someone or he doesn't like that person, or if he agrees with that person or not. He's very blunt in that sense. But and also I think that he wants someone that is more than a pretty face. Probably he wants someone that has a very nice personality as well. you know and then we have the justice card. So here I think that he's also talking to me about this the necessity of having balance in the relationship, especially of both of the people involved in the relationship being equals, not one of them being more powerful than the other. Probably in his other relationships, the power struggle was real, and actually he felt a bit unmotivated to keep going in this relationship, because it seems like the other part was too ambitious, or probably like too into themselves. So he felt like, okay, what am I fighting here? What's my role here if you already know it all? If like, as if he didn't matter in the relationship, So probably right now what he finds ideal is this justice, is this sense of justice, of, okay, I belong here in this relationship, and neither my partner is the weakest or nor I am the weakest. We are both equal in rights and in responsibilities. We are 50-50. We go 50-50. You do this, I do this. You play this part, I play this part. I do this role, you do this role. Like all about balance. I think he probably felt that his relationships were a bit like unbalanced when it comes to this. Probably because he was a bit attracted to females that seemed stronger than him. So, and I don't think it's about being stronger. It's more about having a more intimidating kind of presence. When someone has like a good way of speaking and expressing themselves, and they are very fast at reacting. And I think that when it comes to his emotional responses, probably it's not that he is slow, it's more than that he shows with actions, not with words, about how he feels about certain things. So probably he was a bit silent in his past relationships, and he allowed this partner from the past to take over the control of the relationship. So now he's like, no, I don't want this. And he also probably in the past tried dating someone younger than him or someone inexperienced. And he was like, no, I don't like this either, because I feel like all the responsibility is on me, because this person doesn't know anything, or she's a bit childish. So I think he wants the perfect balance in his ideal romantic partner. He doesn't want to be the guy that does all the work, neither he wants to be the guy that is left out of the relationship, that the other person takes all the shots. So, yeah. And I think that this oracle card also that talks about, keeping an optimistic attitude towards his love life, is because he is still in the process of healing from a past relationship. I think it's not about a heartache. It's more about being disappointed at how things ended. Probably because he is a moon in Taurus. I'm sorry, not a moon in Taurus, a Venus in Taurus. So if he is with someone, he probably is very loyal. So if he breaks up with someone, it's hard for him to move on, actually. Probably it's the other person that decides to break up because he is a bit like, he's not the guy that is eager to make a change. Probably he doesn't want to cut the. If it were for him, he would be in the same relationship for years. So probably he has to have the other person to be like, okay, we're done. And he is left alone with his stubbornness and helpless romantic side, thinking like, oh, why? I thought we were doing great. So I think that he's slowly like realizing that maybe he should take his time to actually until he finds the right person. Probably he also is a romantic. He falls in love, I wouldn't say very easily, but he just loves to have these romantic interactions. He loves to love. Because Taurus is ruled by Venus, just like a Libra. So when you are a Taurus Venus, you live to love. You exude love. You exude this excitement. This is why he's so good at these romantic series or romantic roles, because he is like the embodiment of the perfect partner, in the sense that he is that partner that is going to wait for you, or that he's going to be patient with you, or that he's going to be always loving towards you. So now he's like slowly like taking probably his love life a bit more serious, like, okay, like it's not only about who I am attracted to, it's more about what that person can bring into my life. And what I want in my life is to be able to be me and not to have someone that is demanding or constantly asking me to change or to transform or to adapt into what the others want me. I think that he wants to be with someone that he feels like they are equals. Nothing more, nothing less. Like no one here is the king or the queen of the castle. Both of them share the same power and the same responsibilities in their relationship. So I think that his view actually is it's actually very realistic, and it's very wise at the same time. And I think that for him it took a while to him getting to this place of acknowledgement, of feeling, oh, maybe I should, like be a bit more mindful about who I get involved romantically, you know. So now he's a bit more serious about his love life. But this oracle that is all about keeping this positive mindset about your love life is for him to not forget that love will always find him. It's just that he needs to give it a time. He doesn't need to be chronically dating, like getting from a relationship to another to feel okay, or to feel like he has a value, or that he has like a purpose in life. He can be single and he can still work on himself and focus on himself, and then the right person will come. So yes, guys, this is all I have for him. Actually, it was very interesting to read for him. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.